Hello and welcome to the Queber channel. I am Jason, your host, and I think it's hard for people sometimes to realise just how bad things were for me in 2019. Actually, scratch that. The last 2 months of 2018 and the first 3-4 months of 2019. And even when I started streaming, for the first months of me streaming and doing this in 2019, I completely and totally believed that I would never laugh or smile again in my life. I believed 100% that I was heading out of this world, that there was nothing to keep me here, that I may be able to smile and laugh for other people, but I couldn't do it for myself. I was physically incapable of laughing or anything like that myself. You've got to remember, when Paola died in 2018, we had been fighting cancer for 20 years. We had faced everything together. That kind of long-term fight takes its toll out of you. When every day you try to beat something that's unbeatable, and every day you see the person that you love more than anything else in the world slowly in more pain, and you can't stop it, it tears you apart. It really does. And she was not only my wife, she was my best friend. She was someone who I spent about 18 years of that 20-year time with just me and her in a small disabled assisted living house. There was just us. And she was the first person to really help me to be myself with my autism, to stop masking. She was the first person to understand that I needed to see a doctor and mental health people in there. And the thing is, you've got to remember, 7 days after Paola died, and remember this, let's not forget that the day Paola died, the doctors came into the room where we were in the coronary care, and they were convinced that Paola was going to be going home on Friday, that they had stabilised her, and that even though her heart was badly damaged and that she could have a chance. I remember the talk with the head doctor consultant when he came into me and Paola's room, and I was there with her, and I was so happy, so fucking happy after leaving there, because Paola's going to be okay. We'd once again dodged the bullet. We had once again kicked death in the teeth and won. I went home. Barrels being very crazy. I went home and I told everybody. I wrote emails and telling everybody the good news. 20 minutes later, I was on my way back to the hospital to watch Paola die. Paola was my anchor. My mum was already in early onset dementia, so she could no longer be my anchor. My mum couldn't. And seven days after that, I was diagnosed with bowel cancer. So not only was I dealing with the total destruction of my entire life, I was alone in my house. No one came to visit, except for a few nurses to check on me. Imagine how fucked up you need to be that when you've had the surgery and when they see you after the surgery, when they've done their tests and that after the surgery for the bowel cancer, that you're actually sad that they say that it's in remission. You're sad that they say it's in remission because that means you've got to find another way to die. That's how fucked up I was. After Paola died, for 4 or 5 months, nobody visited. And that just solidified in my brain that it was time to end it. And yes, I did have a plan. It was a very good plan to end my life. It would have worked very well, 100% certainty. And it wouldn't have involved anybody else out there. I even had a dead man switch script set up on my email, so that when I did it, a message would go out to the local police station and let them know where I was and to send someone. So that's how I went into 2019. That is how I went into 2019. And my doctor knew how bad things were. Lots of other people did. They fast-tracked me for mental health help because they knew the way it was going. You got to think, in the start of 2019, I had 5 different consultants trying to bring me back into the world. None of it worked. None of the normal treatments would work, and in fact, it was really, really sad to see, because, from my point of view, because they were trying to help me, but nothing they tried would work, and I was just broken. And it was only the last one that asked me, in the end, after trying everything else, why are you still alive? And that's when we started looking at technology and computers. And that's when he basically ripped out all the pages. Well, not actually ripped out, but basically said, this. He just said, right, put a line through all of this. Normal treatment, no more group sessions, no more testing medication, no more reviews, and none of all the normal things to try and help. And instead we devised the whole thing that has evolved into this. Technology and everything else. It's very hard for people to realise just how bad it was back then and how far I have come. Yes, I haven't left the house. more than probably 20 times. No, probably 25 times in 4 years. But the alternatives is far worse. I'm happy. You know I don't lie. You know I wouldn't say I was happy if I wasn't. I get to spend time with my friends. I get to do all these things that I do here. I know I'm not streaming as much at the moment, but that's just because I'm sort of trying to balance out all my freaking projects. This influx of money that was in December did a number on it ended up finishing off a lot of projects, which meant projects are not supposed to be finished, or not all at once. They need to be there. They need to be there, so I've got something to do, and I've always needed the extra projects, so I've had to put together all these different projects and set everything aside so that I can do it all and continue this journey with my augmented glasses, with the VR, with the retro, with the cosplay building and all that. It all keeps me in this world. And I'm so glad that it does. Because I've met all of you, which is splendiferous. Who would have thought back then, with all I was facing back then, that now I sing. And do open mic in VR. Fucking amazing. Who would have thought I would be able to set up all this stuff and deal with all these things and spend time with my friends and that, and have people visit? Like, great. Sorry, my eyes are a bit hurting at the moment because I woke up at 2 a.m. this morning. Yes, I don't have a proper sleep schedule. I sort of bounce around between, sometimes I'll sleep pretty normally, other times my head is all over the place, like part of me wants to go back to bed now because I've been up since 2 a.m. which means I've been up about 18 hours or so. Woohoo! But I'll try to stay up as long as possible tonight. Nothing's perfect, but I'm able to do all these things with all of you. I'm able to stick around every day and come and do stuff with you all. And it's splendiferous, as we say. Splendiferous. So we do this together. We do. It's not just me. And the reason I talk so much about all this stuff is I want people to understand and have hope and realise that no matter how shitty it is, no matter how bad it is, no matter what you're going through, you have no idea what's going to happen in a day's time or a week's time or a month or a year. And if you end it, if you don't stick around, then you'll never know. You'll never know what could have been, who you might meet, what new friends you might make, how life might go for you. And yeah, They are right. If you can't... At the start, I wasn't doing those streams for me at all. I was doing it for everybody else. Because my brain was totally at the point where it was like, nope, 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 no. Now, I should really stay up. Shouldn't I, Beryl? You want to come and say hello? You want to come and say hello? Oh, come on, a little baby kinder doom, aren't you? A little baby. Beryl's here and she's beautiful. I made sure you had some sausages today, didn't I? Because you didn't eat very well, so I made sure you had some sausages. And I bought some pork scratchings. It's a UK thing usually. And pork scratchings are going to be fed to the doggies over the next 3 or 4 days. A small amount for Bertie because they've got lots of fat in them and that. But a lot. But whatever Beryl wants, she gets to eat. And hopefully, because I can tell when she doesn't eat right, when she's not feeling up to eating, she will actually lose a bit more weight, or won't have the strength to be able to get up the stairs as well. So we have to make sure that we give her stuff that's totally and completely unhealthy for dogs. That's pretty much pure fat and calories. Anything we can get her to eat. So anyway, bye for now. I may not be able to fight my sleepiness. I might have to go have a nap. And if I have a nap, then I'll probably wake up for a bit and then I'll probably do something. Oh my God, I'm tired. Sorry. My brain is trying to sort out its sleep priorities at the moment. It doesn't seem to have any. What's happening is I'm going to bed, I'm sleeping for 2 hours at a time, which is okay. As Britt can attest to it, I can function really, really well on less sleep than most people. So bye for now.